So welcome everyone. For those of you that don't know me, I see a lot of recognizable faces and names, but for those of you that are new or newish to the group, my name is Josh Berman from the Berman Investment Group. Before we get started with tonight's Zoom, I need to go through my normal disclaimer. Just to let you guys know, I am currently not a financial advisor, financial planner, certified, any of the certified of financial planner or advisor. I am strictly a successful entrepreneur for many years, run multiple businesses, including my main business, which is my agency, and been a successful investor for a while. And a couple of years ago, got involved in the crypto space and really started to focus on it a lot in 2020, and have been very successful. And organically, this group, this was not something I planned on doing. It just kind of grew organically as I started helping people. I've always been someone that's help my clients with with investment opportunities and business opportunities and things like that. And as I saw how I was able to help them be successful, the joy and pleasure that I've gotten from the text messages and emails and Facebook messages on how people are doing and the money they're making and how their lives are changing. It has been so unbelievably satisfying and rewarding to me, that I just simply want to keep finding good opportunities for me and my family to grow our wealth, to get me closer and closer to complete financial security for my future and future generations. And I'm on a mission now. I'm on a mission to help as many people as I can achieve financial freedom. So that's really what this is all about. And so I am strictly just sharing platforms that I have vetted. For those of you that have been with me for a while, we've been through some interesting things with some of these platforms. Through those experiences, they were big learning experiences, and it really honed my vetting process. And now I don't get involved in anything that I don't really feel very, very solid about. A bunch of you probably know that because you've brought me opportunities that on the face might have looked good and I didn't get involved in because I didn't feel they were the right opportunities for the group, really more so than me. A lot of these opportunities I think I can make a lot of money in, but I now only really go into opportunities that I feel the whole group, whether you ever invite a single person, can make really good money in. And just recently, one of those opportunities that people kept pitching me and kept pitching me and kept pitching me just went under within a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks of when most of these people were pitching it to me. And once again, just showed that that the vetting process is extremely important. And once I'm done with the vetting process, if everything checks, if it checks all the boxes there, I then enter what I call the testing phase, which is where I invest my money into it, and test it out, see how it works. And then I usually bring a leader or two of mine, partners of mine, into the platform as well to test it for them, to make sure they have the same results, and usually at different levels also. I come in at either a small level or what I call a medium level. I usually have someone coming in at a much bigger level, and then I have someone coming in usually a little less than me. So I kind of test it at different investment levels as well to make sure that it's really right for everybody. So with that being stated, let's get down to business. Now, this is going to be a little bit different Zoom than my typical Zoom. The company, as far as I'm aware, does not have any official presentation yet. It is a new platform that was launched by the founders of TronCase, which for those of you that are in TronCase, we know how much we are loving TronCase. We just hit today 2.2% daily. I do want to address something that came up in the group before we even dig into this regarding that, because I think it was very important, a concern that someone brought up, and that although I addressed it in the group, I want to address it here as well in terms of unrealistic daily returns in terms of sustainability, because this is something that I've talked about with you guys a lot, and is a big part of my vetting process, is the sustainability of the program in terms of how the daily returns as well as the referral and comp plan, whether those things will make the platform sustainable. And normally, in a lot of circumstances, when companies have really high daily returns, that is something that really concerns me and makes me think that there's not sustainability, i.e. the one that just went down recently, Watermine, for any of you that are wondering. But with TronCase, it is a completely different situation. One, because it is a audited smart contract, and these are not random amounts that were being increased, which is a lot of times what happens with these platforms is when they're running out of money, they ask people, they increase the rewards to get people to put more money in. And that's not at all what's going on with TronCase. TronCase from the very beginning, first of all, it's a smart contract. So I haven't checked recently, but you can check at any given moment. You can see exactly how many participants are in. You can see exactly how much money is in there. I believe it's somewhere in the range of 45 million US dollars in Tron, of course. So they're definitely not hurting for money. And we just passed, I think, 114,000 contributors, which is incredible. So it's not at all about that. From the very beginning of when TronCase started, when it started at 1 and went up to 1.5 per day, they put in certain milestones that when we hit those milestones, we would gain a 0.1 here, a 0.1 there, a 0.2 here, a 0.1 there, etc. And because of how successful this platform's been, because of how unbelievably reliable this platform has been, it's been doing extremely well in terms of numbers of contributors and in terms of the amount that has been put into the smart contract. As you guys know, when I first launched this, because I'm always going to give it to you 100%, there were things that I really liked about TronCase because it was a smart contract and because it pays instantly and goes instantly to your wallet, and it's a very low minimal investment. But at the time, I didn't know a lot about or anything really about the founders. We couldn't find any information at the time, and it had no longevity. Now I've seen videos with the founders. I think they're on a mission to do great things in this space, and it now has longevity. It also has been a perfectly functioning smart contract. I have not heard about one problem with the smart contract the entire time, which means the technology behind this is incredible, and it's been paying out like, I don't know, like a lottery machine, like an ATM. I don't know what you want to call it. It's been incredible. So, and according to the founders, this next platform is the next generation. As you'll see when we walk through the steps of signing up or reinvesting, or investing or reinvesting, it is a little bit more complicated than TronCase. But TronCase was meant to be that first platform that was easy to get into, was a low minimum, and easy to use. And for people that are more comfortable or willing to work through it, with me, because I get on Zooms with people when I sign them up, this is an incredible platform for many, many reasons. So before I get into some details about it, I'm going to share my screen and show a little video that they put out the other day that is just about 4 minutes long. Gives you a little bit of a brief on what it is and what they're doing, and then I'll go into a little more detail, and then I will, if one of my people is ready to sign up, we're waiting for his BNB to transfer, we'll do a live sign up online. If he's not available, I am going to be reinvesting another $1,000 today, and we'll show you how we do that, starting with the swapping and all of that. So, and when you see this video, at the very beginning of the video, there's a handful of people saying Coinswap, that's the name of the platform. The second or third ones where you see two guys sitting next to each other, those two guys are the founders of TronCase and of Coinswap. So let me share my screen, show you the video, and then we'll go into some more details.
Had to figure it out.
There we go.
Yes, Coinswap. But what is Coinswap? Coinswap is a decentralized exchange platform that provides users with many different opportunities to gain rewards, such as yield farming and staking. Coinswap is an automated market maker allowing digital assets to be traded without an order book. CoinSwap is actually more than that. For me, CoinSwap is a solution that answers. Say what now? Let me explain further. First, let's talk about solutions. High transaction fees and gas fees. This awesome platform's engine is fueled by the Binance Smart Chain Network, giving clients the best swapping rates, slippage, and price impact available. Are you new to cryptocurrency trading? Now you can just sit back and relax as you watch your returns grow by simply providing liquidity and taking advantage of many yield farming pools. Or you can stake CSS tokens with this amazing automated market maker model. Amazing, right? But what about the part that it answers? 19. During the course of this pandemic, coronavirus emergency, life hits rock bottom. Shutting down. The whole world's economy went down. People lost their jobs. I was no different. In light of our current situation with COVID-19, where both traditional and digital markets are trying to recover, CoinSwap stood up, holds its strong ground, even putting one foot forward, telling all of its investors that we can make it. It's the only platform of its kind that's reliable, which you can depend on. And the best part in return, it tells you that you are in full control. Not only that CoinSwap helped in eliminating high transaction and gas fees by using smart routing, but also answered to the demands of all level of investors to have a safe and secured space for harvesting clean profits. This is the most awesome journey that I had with the platform. CoinSwap allowed me to explore new and fun opportunities without worrying any financial securities. Because CoinSwap is not just all about what it can bring to the table. For me, CoinSwap is the table. So, let's go back to my question. What is CoinSwap? For me, CoinSwap is a solution that answers.
So hopefully that gave you a little bit of an idea, but I'm going to give you some more information, and then I'm going to go into my back office and show you what my, I think, 8 or 9 days where I'm at. I'm going to not reinvest. I'm going to invest an extra $1,000 that's sitting in my wallet now, waiting to be put into the system. So what CoinSwap is it is a, first of all, it is a double audited, just like TronCase, it is a double audited smart contract. So it means that there's, even though there are founders behind it, there's no company that's controlling your money. They're not deciding when you're able to withdraw. And unlike TronCase, and even better than TronCase, you can withdraw your profits, your rewards, and your investment at any time. I repeat, you can withdraw your profits and your investment at any time. Now, obviously, when it's performing well, you probably wouldn't want to, but if you put money in today, you're like, let me try this thing, and then for whatever reason tomorrow you say, I don't want to do this anymore, you can pull out everything. You can pull out whatever you made in that day, and you can pull out your whole investment. You swap it back into BNB, you send it back to wherever you want to, and you're done. So it's something that is, and it happens instantly because it is, you're just basically staking on the platform. So what CoinSwap is for those of you that are familiar with pancake swap, they are going to be competing with pancake swap. They are a platform where you can swap coins for ridiculously low fees. So What you see on Ethereum network, nowhere near that. Even what you see on the Tron network, nowhere near that. The BNB, Binance Smart Chain, they call it, is by far the lowest fees. So Coinswap has made a swapping platform. The founders of TronCase have made a swapping platform for on that BNB on the Binance Smart Chain to be able to keep the lowest fees possible, so that when you're actually swapping, you take most of your money and it actually turns into most of your money. Because for those of you that have swapped money on other channels, whether it's Exodus or Pancake Swap or the Ethereum blockchain, you'll start out with $1,000 and you'll end up with 800 something dollars. You're like, where'd my money go? You'll see here, Scott's shaking his head because not only has he experienced those, but we just got him signed up the other day. And because there's a number of steps, we're swapping things multiple times, but each of the fees were like 23 cents, 35 cents, 50 something cents. I think the total fees for like 7 different transactions that you do as part of the process was about $2. It was incredible. And that's what it always is. So CoinSwap itself is going to do incredibly well as a platform. And now I'm going to make an analogy here to Daisy and what's going on with the Daisy DeFi Launchpad. So that's the utility in CoinSwap. It's going to be an incredible platform for people to be able to swap coins. And it's an incredible platform where you can stake coins and make passive income by doing nothing but staking your money and providing liquidity to the platform. But again, unlike most of the platforms that we're in, and definitely unlike most staking opportunities, with most staking opportunities, you have to stake your money for a certain period of time. Now, obviously, the longer you stake your money in this and the more you reinvest, the higher percentage you're going to make. And I'll show you those numbers. They're pretty mind-blowing. But you don't have any time that you have to stake it. You stake it, like I said, for one day, and you decide you don't want to do this anymore. You unstake it, you convert it back into the BNB, and you're out. So there's not a lot of platforms that offer that opportunity. Why do they do it that way? Because they know you're not going to want to do that, number one. And number two, because they want people to have access to their money. They are using a tag that says, be the bank. Because in this case, you are really being the bank. You are putting your money into this platform. You're staking it in this platform. You are making passive income on the money. You are hopefully reinvesting, because the numbers when you reinvest daily are incredible. But you can take it all out at any time, not just your earnings, all of it, if you want to. It's really, really incredible. So I have been in about, well, actually, let me just sign on here. I may lose my thing because I'm a host and I may override myself, but I'm going to sign in on my phone so I can in a second, so I can just connect my phone and show you guys my wallet. I started with $1,000, actually a little bit less when I converted from the Bitcoin. So I started about 970 something dollars. And I've been in just over a week. I believe it's 8 days, maybe 9 days. And I have $1,365 in my wallet. So I've made almost $400 on my $1,000 in a little over a week. Now, how did I do this? This is not just from the percentages that you make every day, although those percentages with the compounding get pretty incredible. But also, there is a CoinSwap token called CSS. When you stake in this, and you have various different options to stake, but we have found that the best staking opportunity currently is with CSS and BUSD is the pair. When you stake with that pair, you are also, every time people stake and they provide liquidity, the value of the coin is also growing. So you're both getting the percentage of the daily rewards for staking and the compounding daily rewards by compounding daily, but you're also getting the growth of the coin. So like when I joined, the coin was worth in the sixes. Now it's, I think, in the 6 cents range. Now I believe it's in the 8 cents range, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't looked in a minute, but we'll check when we actually go online. So obviously, as that grows, you're not only getting your daily earnings, but you're also growing with the coin, just like with Tron and TronCase. As Tron grows, your value is growing there as well. As CSS grows, the value is growing there as well. So this is an incredibly exciting opportunity. Again, one of the best parts about it, again, it's from the founders of TronCase. It is a double audited smart contract. You can remove all your money at any time. And the numbers are pretty amazing when you compound every day. As you guys can see now, we are in her Trust wallet, and we will do the first step. So what we will do now is you should go to your you have an iPhone, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so let me send you a link. Trust Wallet just recently did an update. To be able to be in the App Store, they took off the browser, but there's a link that you can click to just add the browser. So give me 1 second and I'll send it to you. Okay, so what we just did was I sent a link over, which for those of you that are on an Apple, due to or an iPhone rather, Apple, due to their Apple Store regulations, are no longer allowing the app to be downloaded, and they, even if you had it already downloaded, they removed it, the browser from the Trust wallet. So what you would need to do is type in trust://browser_enable. Make sure you have your Trust wallet open when you do this. You can do this in any browser, Safari, Google Chrome. Again, it's trust://browser_enable. And it literally will say, do you want to open this in Trust? You click OK or yes, and then boom, there's the browser that we didn't see a minute ago. Okay, now we are ready to get started. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to send you over my link so that you can put that into your browser. So here we go. Let me send that over to you. Okay. So you should have that, and there it is. So just like we do in Daisy and TronCase when you're joining platforms using DApps and smart contracts, you go to the browser of the wallet. So we'll go back to the Trust wallet after you copy it. And go to browser at the bottom and paste it in there at the top. And search. No, as I said, don't do that to me. Click the OK box and the agree. And then in the top left corner, see where you see that Ethereum logo? All the way at the top, right by your time.
Yeah.
Click on that because we want to change that to the smart chain. And then click Connect Wallet. And then select Trust. And then you're all connected. Great. So now let's X out of that. So we can just go back to your wallet, click on the wallet on the left-hand corner. And we have regular BNB, correct? So we want to click on the DEX so we can do a swap. Select BNB in the top. Type in smart chain.
Smart chain.
There you go. Okay. Now click on the 0 and it'll bring up your options. So on the top part where BNB is, where it says you pay. Yeah, exactly. So now click 100% for now, but then we want to take off just 0.005. So let me do the math for you real quick here. So we have 0.2862. 0.005. It's okay. So do 0.2812. Just to leave that little bit extra for this first fee. This is the highest fee because it's not in Coinswap. It's actually just using the Trust wallet. Once we get in Coinswap, then we'll see the fees are much lower. So just swap that out and send. Okay, you can close that out. And then go back to your wallet. Let's make sure that that worked properly. You might want to pull it, you know how you pull it down to refresh? Oh, and there you go. So
There
now
it
we have it in
is.
Smart Chain. Great. So now we go back to the browser. And then you can actually just click that first one because it'll take you back to where we were. Perfect. Now we want to go to swap in those three menu lines on the top, right by the yep. So you want to go to swap.
Okay.
And then we want to swap the BNB for CSS. So we want to keep BNB in the first one. You can actually leave that in the first one. And then CSS in the bottom one. Select that. You have to click on it. You got to click on it where it says under token name. And you select
There.
the bot. Right, there we go. Okay, great. And then click max. And then swap. And confirm. And send. 29 cents. And then close.
Sorry.
And then close. And then in a second, you'll see, there you go. You see that it's swapped. And now you just have a little bit left in the BNB. And then from there, top, you want to select CSS.
CSS.
In the top one, yeah.
Oh yeah.
There you go. And then in the bottom, click on that. And then you want to search for BUSD. And there it is. Click on that. Perfect. Now don't enter it when you do it, but click max just so we can see how much is available. So we have $94. So we're going to split $90 in half. So we leave about $4 in fees. So we'll put, so you want to delete that bottom one and put $45. And again, what we're doing here is we're splitting. So we have half in the one coin and half in the other. So we have enough to do the pair. And you want to approve CSS. And send. And when that's done, it'll open up that swap button. I want to put my notifications on them. Mine doesn't do that. That's nice. Now you want to click swap and confirm swap. $0.25 toll. Okay, and you can close that out. And now we want to scroll up a little bit. And then we want to click on LP Manager because basically now we did the swap and now we're going to provide the liquidity for it. So see right next to swap where it says LP Manager.
Okay. And now,
we're providing the actual liquidity for the staking. So you want to click add liquidity.
Okay.
And then you want to put BUSD at the top. So click on the BNB and change it to BUSD. There it is, the first option or second option rather. Then at the bottom, you want to do CSS. Click on max by BUSD. Okay. And at this, you don't need to do leave any extra because we already left extra for the fees. You can do approve BUSD. Click send. Yep. 8 cents. And then that's going to open up. Now scroll down because that's going to open up below when it's done. It should say supply. You want to click supply.
Yeah,
Once it goes green, that means
Once
you
it's-
can hit. Yeah.
okay.
So here we go. Now confirm supply.
There we go.
Phones are funky sometimes. Send.
Especially today.
In a minute, there you go. You'll see at the bottom how you now have LP tokens in both, right?
Yep.
So you see how you have those down at the bottom. And then you want to go back up, and we're at the last step now. So scroll back up to the top to the menu and click those 3 lines again, the menu lines. And you want to go to farm. And now we're going to select that second option, the CSS-BUSD option, because that's what we just put our coins, our tokens into. Like I mentioned on the Zoom call, because you haven't started this yet, you're going to click approve contract first. Pay your 11-cent toll. And then when that's done, that will change to stake LP. Exactly. So now you click stake LP. Now click max. Click confirm. Click send. And once this is done, you are done. Just wait for it to complete. And there you go. And as you can see, you currently have that stake farmed. You're all set. This is something I'm extremely excited about because for me, it checks a lot of boxes. The fact that these are the founders of TronCase, which again, I've now seen videos on, I've heard about their mission, what their goal is for this. It's a double audited smart contract. It's an incredible platform in terms of the fees. You can see that each time we swap something, we only had to do so many swaps because of where we're staking. If someone just wanted to buy a certain or swap for a certain coin, they would have one fee, like 30 something cents when swapping $1,000. Like that's incredible fees. I believe that the platform will be extremely successful. I believe that will help, the coin value grow. So there will be really good daily rewards, but there will also be really good growth of the coin. So as the coin grows, it'll make more and more money because your money will be worth more money. For those of you that were in TronCase on the early side, when we saw that big run with Tron, and when it went up to 15 cents, we all made double our money because we went in at around 5, 6, 7 cents. So people were making double and triple their money by just the growth of the coin. I forgot to show you guys the thing, and I'm not going to reconnect this phone because I'm not going to do that to myself or to you guys. But there is a little calculator on here. Maybe I can show. Oh yeah, here we go. Let's see if we can get this into view here. Okay, can we see those numbers? So currently, the daily APR is 1.4. These other 3 numbers are 7 days, 30 days, and 365 days if you reinvest. Okay, it's because it looks backward and blurry. I'm going to read it to you. The 365 days based upon the current 1.42 that it's paying daily. So after 365 days of you reinvesting every day, it will give you a 17,248% APR. Did you guys hear that? 17,248.78 APR. 17,000. Now that number may drop because the daily may go down as it goes with the value of the coin. So I think as the value of the coin goes up, the daily percentage goes down a little bit, but you're overall making more money because the value of the coin is going up. So even if that 17,000 goes down to 15,000 or 12,000 or 10,000, that's 10,000%. That's not even 10,000 times. That's 10,000%. That's mind-blowing numbers. Mind-blowing numbers, especially in a platform where you can withdraw all your money at any time. Your money is never held up. As they say, be the bank. It's incredible. I've already earned, just so you can see, because it's like TronCase where you earn like all day long. So as you can see there at the top, I've earned 0.011 CSS already since I did my staking. So it is, as you can see, it's a handful of steps to get going, but I will provide those steps to you. I will provide a video to you. And anybody who's interested, whether you want to be recorded or not, meaning I won't record you if you don't want to be, I will walk you through in a Zoom to get you started, if that makes you feel more comfortable. And actually prefer it because because it's a little more complicated, I would rather make sure that we do this all 100%. When I started, my sponsor walked me through. When Eric started, I walked him through. When Scott started, I walked him through. So I think it's just best to do it that way until we get a little more comfortable with the process. And then the nice thing is the reinvesting is basically that same last 5 steps.
Today, I am going to do my daily compounding with Coinswap. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and connect my wallet and check out my earnings by going to the menu. Then we're going to go to farm. And you can see here, I have earned 20 CSS since the last time that I have compounded. We're going to take this 20 CSS. We're going to purchase more of this BUSD CSS token right here. And then we are going to add that to the current amount that's farming. And that is the definition of compounding. So let's go ahead and do that. The first thing that we want to do, since I'm only farming BUSD CSS, I'm just going to click down here and I'm going to harvest these rewards. You can see the rewards are right there. Okay, so it's the same amount that's up top. And let's go ahead and harvest. Okay, see a little 34-cent fee. Okay, now once you've done that, your earnings are now released, okay? And you can see that fast, I'm already starting to earn again. So that's an awesome thing. But now we have our earnings that have been released for the day. And to find out how much our earnings were, we're gonna go to the swap area again. You click on the menu and then click on swap. And you're gonna see these 2 boxes right here. Again, I simply wanna see how much CSS I have. So I'm gonna click the top box. I'm gonna click on CSS. I'm gonna click on the bottom box and I'm gonna click on BUSD. That's gonna show me how much I have in US dollar amount for whatever is up here. Okay, so when I click on max here, you can see that I have total $167 worth of CSS. Okay, so now again, all we want to do is purchase the same LP token that we just purchased, that we purchased before, and we want to add that to our current supply. So I'm going to take this amount right here, whatever that amount is for you. What we simply need is 50% of this amount. We need 50% in CSS and we need 50% in BUSD. The LP token that we're going to be purchasing is BUSD-CSS. So we're in the right place right here. So I'm going to divide this by 2. Okay, so about $80, and I'll leave $7 for small fees. There'll be way more than what I need, but what I'll do is I will put $85 on the CSS side, which will give me $5 for fees and $80 for the balance of the token, right? So how do I do that? I just want to make sure that $80 is over here. That's going to leave whatever the balance is. So I believe $87 will be in CSS. I'm going to click swap, which is going to take my money from the $80 from CSS and put it into BUSD. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's click on done. Go ahead and do the swap. Okay. So as you can see, I got some funds coming from my CSS being swapped into BUSD. Cost me 22 cents. And there you go, transaction went through. So now I have half of my earnings in BUSD and half of my earnings in CSS. And I'm simply going to go to the LP manager to add liquidity to both of those tokens. Again, we're looking for the BUSD-CSS token. Okay. Now, when I click on maximum for BUSD, it's going to pull up the $80. It's going to reflect the same amount of $80 on the CSS side. And then remember, I still have a little bit left over to pay for the fees. So when this says supply, you are good to go. All right, so I'm going to click supply, confirm that supply. I'm buying these LP tokens right now, paying my 34-cent fee. Let's close that out. And when you scroll down, you should see your LP tokens pop up right here in your wallet. Boom, there they are right there. All right. So now we're just going to go down to the final step. We have purchased our LP tokens, and now we're just going to go ahead and add them to our existing amount and farm them for the day. So we're going to go back to farming. We're going to go back to the token, BUSD-CSS. Right here where it says current on farm, that's how much you are currently farming right now. We're going to add that last amount by pressing the plus button. Click on max. This is the amount that we just got from our rewards. And when we confirm this, it will be added to the current amount, and then we will be farming, and that will be it. So let's go ahead and click confirm. It's going to cost 42 cents. And this is going to load on its own. When that disappears, your total amount will be added to your existing amount, and you're done for the day. So that is how you farm on a daily basis with CSS.
You don't have to obviously sign up. You don't have to swap BNB to Smart Chain BNB. You don't have to swap the Smart Chain BNB to CSS. You will have your earnings in CSS. So you basically start from that point. It's been, like I said, mind blowing. In 8 days, I'm up $400, over $400, which is a 40% return on my money. I don't remember the exact percentages, but for those of you that saw, Eric posted in the group, he went in at about $9,700, and he was already up $1,900 in 3 days, which is incredible numbers. Again, because the percentages are great. When you reinvest every day, the power of compounding. I've said this in many, many platforms. The compounding is the 8th wonder of the world. When you can compound in a platform right there in the back office without having to withdraw and do all that, it's unbelievably powerful, because you take those percentages and each day you're adding. So even if you're only making 1.4% each day, you're adding to your total every day. So you're getting a percentage, the same percentage on more money. And it's just increasing how much money you have in there. I should have showed you this also, but I got distracted by the whole technology problems. But I did mention to you, it's as simple, if you want to remove your money, as unstaking your money. It will instantly be in those two coins, because that's what you have them in. So you'll have half in BUSD and half in CSS. You would just swap them back to BNB, withdraw them to your wallet. And that all happens pretty much instantly, and you're out. You have your money. So I don't know why you would, but it's nice to know that you can. And again, it's a double audited smart contract. There's no company pressing buttons. There's no company holding your money. There's no time to wait to withdraw. It is one of the better ones I see out there. We have a lot of great ones now. Daisy, I'm extremely excited about it. I have been from the beginning. I told you all Daisy was a game changer. And not only has it been incredible with Endotech, but what they're about to launch is unreal. MarketBot, I love MarketBot, and that's my baby. And I've loved TronCase, but in many ways, although it's not as easy to get started, it's better in my mind, because you can withdraw when you want to, and you don't go down in percentages. You don't have to withdraw to reinvest. You can withdraw right in the back office. And you can, again, take all of your money out at any time. So you're instantly in profit. Like with all these platforms, you have to analyze, and this is something that I do when I vet these projects, is how long it takes to get into profit. What's so great about TronCase these days at 2.2%, it takes about a month and a half to get into profit, which is really, really quick. But it still takes a month and a half to get into profit. Because this money is connected to your wallet and you can withdraw it at any time, you're in profit instantly. The second you start making money, your CSS starts making money, you're in profit instantly. So this is, this is going to be incredible. I am very, very excited about it. Great question about the comp plan. So one of the things I actually really like about this, and this is going to sound funny coming from a leader, especially compared to maybe some other leaders out there, I am much less concerned about myself and how much money I make than I am with the group. When I vet platforms, and I've been on opportunities, Scott might have just dipped, but he can tell you that, because I was on vetting a platform that he and I were looking at, and I was asking them because I was concerned about the passive aspect for my people. And they seemed surprised that I was so concerned about my people and not just how great this comp plan was. So one thing that I think is so great about this is there is no money that's given from investing. So like, for example, when Scott got on board last night and he put in whatever money he put in, I didn't make any money instantly. So that's the first thing. There's not like a referral fee that happens on the front end. When your person makes money, okay, you get a percentage of their money. Not their money, but I mean a check match type situations. You don't get actually their money. And that's the only way you're really paid. And it's paid instantly to your wallet in what's called Coinswap token. And that's my Coinswap token. And that's it. And that's really the only way that you're paid. Why do I like that? Because you may be thinking you may not make a lot of money from doing this. As a leader, I don't care. I don't launch things because I'm going to make a lot of money as a leader because it has a great comp plan. I launch platforms that I believe are solid passive opportunities. And I think, and like I've mentioned in my group before, for those of you that are very active in the group, for me, there are two things that I get very concerned about in terms of sustainability and whether a platform is sustainable. One is really high returns with nothing to back it up. The returns fluctuate. It's not even like TronCase. It's not a standard amount every single day. Some days it might go up, some days it might go down. But with your compounding, you're going to do really, really well. And in terms of the comp plan is really, really sustainable because there's not a lot of money that goes in the comp plan. You just get some of a check match on some of the rewards that your people are earning. And yes, it is. There is no indirect, as far as I'm aware, there is no indirect or I guess second, third line, comp. It is 15% check match of your people's earnings, and it's only as they earn it every day. So again, it's something that I feel is very sustainable and won't break the bank, because that's something that what happens to some of these platforms that disappear is their comp plan is too extensive. People are making millions of dollars from their people putting in money, and then the company, that's how they run out of money. In this case, it's not a company, but that would be what would break a smart contract, is if the comp plan was too intensive, that it would not, at some point, would not be able to pay out. They're in many ways, I don't want to say in pre-launch because they're launched, but they're at the very beginning of this. They haven't really, and it's in the TronCase Telegram group, but they haven't really officially launched this. It's really just some leaders who have brought this to their group. But I wanted to get in because when I heard about it, I thought it was incredible. When I vetted it and then tested it, it proved to be incredible. and then I wanted to be able to get you guys in as soon as possible, because now I've been seeing in just a few days, how, I've done in a little over a week, how well Eric's done in 3 days, how well Scott's done in a couple days. So I really just wanted to, give you guys the opportunity to get involved. And again, it's a great opportunity, not just because of all the things I mentioned, but because you can start as pretty much as low as you want to. I mean, you can start at, I think, $20 if you really want to. You have to pay some fees to convert and all that, especially the initial one. But you can really start with $20 if you want to. And that's really it. Someone said the only benefit here is you can withdraw your funds at any time. I think there's a lot of benefits here. I think that's definitely a major one. With TronCase, if we're comparing directly with TronCase, again, same founders. I think that TronCase, your money, when you are keeping it in, especially now being at 2.2%, we're all really incentivized to leave our money in. When your money's in there, it's not gaining for you. You're not really getting paid on staking. You're getting paid on what money you already have in there. In this case, you can not withdraw, but you can harvest and reinvest every single day. So you're able to compound and grow that money. So like in TronCase, for example, if you put in $1,000, yes, you're going to make 2.2% right now. When you get up to that 5th day or whatever, 6th day, you'll make 2.2% a day. But as your balance grows to, let's say, $200, $300, $400, that's just sitting there staking and not really making money. Don't get me wrong, 2.2% is fabulous. But if there was a way without withdrawing to reinvest that and stay at 2.2%, I think everybody would do it. Here, you can do that. And at 1.4%, 1.5%, 1.6%, whatever those numbers, fluctuate between, with you reinvesting every day, I'm sure the numbers will work out to be 2+%. The other thing is unlike Tron, which has been, staying with the crypto market for the most part, meaning when the crypto market took a dive, Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc., so did Tron. Coinswap has been going up even in this down market. So I believe that the growth of the coin will also continue to make it successful, because I believe it'll go to $9, $10, $12, $15, $20. And as it does that, your value of your coin is just worth more and more, in addition to your daily rewards. So at this point, I will open it up for questions. I prefer them in the chat because it's easier, especially for the recording. But we can also unmute if someone prefers to ask a question live or verbally, or whatever you want to call it.
Yes, Josh. So
yes,
how much did you use to start?
I started with $1,000. I started with, let me rephrase that. I started with $1,000 of Bitcoin. By the time I converted that to BNB, it was about $970 or something like that. And then, so somewhere in the 960, 970 range by the time I turned it into Smart Chain BNB. And then my current value I saw before I put that $1,000 in was 1404. So in about 8 days, I've made over $400 from $1,000 investment, from under $1,000 investment.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
That's to me, that's what I really wanted to see, because I was seeing that from my sponsor and a couple other people that he, invited me to see their back offices, but they'd also been in for a few weeks now. And I was seeing like they've made 60% of their money, 60% profit already. So I'm like, okay, but maybe they were just in early and maybe the coin's not going to continue growing. The coin just keeps moving. And every time and when you're at $8, when you're at $6 and you move to $7, $1 on a Bitcoin move makes no difference. A $6 to $7 makes a huge difference in your earnings. I think that there's tremendous room for growth because, like we've seen with TronCase, they're really growing big and they haven't even really pitched it to their group. There's 114,000 people in TronCase. Soon, a lot of those people are going to be in this. So that's why I think there's no early benefit in terms of a binary or anything like that. But I think the early benefit is when this catches on, the coin's going to grow in value. And if you got in when it's under $10, when it's $15, $20, you're going to just be in a lot better, position.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So 2 questions that just came in. One was how much you invest. I just answered that, $1,000. Until now, I just put in another $1,000. And then I only currently have 2 people. And I put in Eric, who went in pretty hard, as he typically does, with a lot of these things when he feels that they're good investments. He openly said it in my group, so I don't feel like I am disclosing any private information. Eric went in at $9,700, and he made just under $2,000 in 3 days.
Wow.
And Scott went in yesterday, and I don't like to disclose people's private information, but he's already doing well percentage wise also. But also keep in mind that because of the way the money comes, the referral commission, or whatever you call it, the profit share, or check match, or whatever you want to call it, because of the way it's paid directly to my wallet, meaning that the numbers that I'm telling you, that $1,400, has nothing to do with referrals. That's not included in that number. So it's not like, oh, well, you have a guy in the 10,000, so of course you make. No, that is strictly the my daily return with my daily compounding, because I do compound every single day. And my sponsor made a great video that shows how to compound every day, which I can send to everybody. And the growth of the coin. That does not include a single penny from anybody else, because that's a separate part of the wallet.
All right, Josh, thanks.
My pleasure.
Okay.
My pleasure.
Can I ask?
Yes.
Can I ask question?
Of course.
Okay, they announced they're gonna launch TRX and BNB as well. Do you remember?
Yes, they actually did. I believe. Hold on 1 second. Let me check.
Yeah, they are talking about.
I
Today
think
is soon.
they already have it. If you see at the very bottom there,
Okay, let me
TRX.
have a.
Yep. If you see at the very bottom.
Oh yeah. Because,
TRX-BNB. Yep.
Yeah.
That one's close. I look at the APRs. My sponsor, he said when he first got in, he put a little here, a little here, a little here, and he's like, wait, they're showing us how much each one's making. Why am I putting money into ones that aren't doing as well as the others?
Exactly.
I
put my one BNB on 1st of June.
Okay.
And I get the APR. If I click on my, let me go and have a look. If I click on, it's pretty good. It's paying very good. Let me go here, and I put on. Oh yeah, it's every day 1.43. If you put $1,000, 1.43%. 7 days 10.43, and 30 days 52%, and the 365 days, which is annual pay, 17,521.
Oh, it's right about the same. Which pair is that?
It's pair of BNB.
BNB and what? It's got to be a pair.
BNB and I put the
CSS. Yeah,
CSS.
Those two are very close. Until they launched the TRX-BNB, which is not so far behind, most of them, the annual percentage without compounding is in like the 200 and 300s. Right now, CSS-BUSD shows 520%, and CSS-BNB shows 458%. So as you can see, it's kind of right behind it.
That's right. But as you said, the compounding is gonna cost again because of the fees as well. Remember?
Yes, except the fees, other than that first fee, right, which is really in the trust wallet, not in the smart contract. All the fees are like 30 something cents. So to me, if I'm spending less than $2 to reinvest, even if I'm only reinvesting $30, it's worth it, because a couple percent of that $30 is good. It works out. I've done the math. It works out to be better. If you're only starting at, let's say, maybe $50 or $100, then you might want to wait a couple days to reinvest. But anything over a few hundred or 500, I think it's worth it to you to reinvest every day, because you're just compounding that money. And again, the 37 cents, 32 cents, 42 cents, it's been under $2. So to me, I feel like it's worth it to just get more money in there.
Yeah, and I think the early bird get advantage because of the more people coming, and that APR is going down. What do you think?
Yes, I agree. I think that the APR goes down. I understand when the coin grows in value, and that's to help. That's also something they do for the sustainability of the platform. But it's going down at a higher value. So what I mean by that is when the coin goes up and the APR goes down, the total value of your money in there is still going up. So they're just trying to keep it sustainable, because if they have too high of a percentage and it's also growing a lot in coin value, it could potentially cause a problem. So basically what it does is, if this is what the value is of your holdings, right? As it goes up in APR and down as it goes down in APR and coin up in price, you're basically continuing to move in that direction without it going like this and causing a problem. It's even though the APR is going down, it's not going like this. Actually, it's this way. It's not going like this. It's slowly going up like this. Again, keeping the sustainability of the platform.
Yeah, and so far I think $15 million already people invested.
Yeah, that's what I heard recently. Yep.
Yeah, and it's showing in my back office, and the coin is going up and down. And with this, is it started for 30 cents?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Oh, are you saying what can you start with? Is that the question?
Yeah, the CSS coin, it started with 30 cents.
Oh, yes, I believe it started under $1 for sure. When I got in, I think it was $6.60 something cents, I think, when I got in. And now it's over $8.
Same thing, same. I was the same time. I started in Fund Zoom is $6 actually.
Oh, there you go.
It gone to $9. At the moment it's $8.26. So far I made 4 CSS.
It's great. It's great. It's a great start. You said you've been in a week. You said you've been in a week.
Yeah, almost a week. Almost a week, which is not bad.
Yep.
Even I try only one BNB, and now that because we put BNB in, which is Binance USDT.
Yeah.
So that is not gonna affect us. Only we getting over here if the coin price is going up. Correct.
Correct.
Yeah, yep. and we, as you said, that compounding every day. So you're gonna harvest or withdraw this?
I've been harvesting every day. I've been reinvesting everything. I haven't withdrawn anything because I don't really see a reason to. I've seen typically I withdraw to make sure things work, but with a smart contract that's connected to my wallet, and I've seen other people withdraw, I don't really want to withdraw because I've only been in a short period of time, and I really just want to keep reinvesting and growing my money.
Okay.
And I've been wanting to put in more money, and I only waited for today because I felt like it would be a good thing to do, live.
So what do you suggest if I'm making $1,000 a day from TronCase? So you want me to put over here?
I mean, honestly, I'm very big on diversification. So I really like being in multiple platforms that are performing well. So what I did recently with TronCase, I withdrew from TronCase. I put half back into TronCase, and then I converted half for my part of my initial investment.
Oh, got it. All right.
Yeah, because I don't want to pull out of TronCase because it's performing really well, but I also don't think that all of it has to go back in. And when I want more money to put into another platform, I'll withdraw from one of the other platforms. For me at this point, I'm in profit mode in pretty much every platform I'm in, or every platform I'm in, and I don't really want to take necessarily more money out of my pocket. So I just like to take my earnings and then reinvest some in there, wherever I'm pulling it from, reinvest some in something else, and then possibly sometimes take a little bit and put it in my pocket for profit.
All right. Thank you so much.
Call it house money.
My pleasure. Question about recording it. Absolutely. I will record one of the next couple that I do. If Raphael is next, he already agreed to let me record. If someone is ready to go. Oh, wait. Oh, Cora said you are ready to go and I can record it. All right, sounds good. Then maybe we'll have a recording tonight, if I'm reading that correctly. Thank you, Cora. I appreciate that. So just message me and we'll set it up and we'll walk through step by step tonight. Next question. Can you use Trust Wallet only? I actually think you can use different wallets. I'm just not familiar with, actually, let me rephrase that. I know you can use different wallets because when you click Connect Wallet, it says MetaMask, Trust Wallet, Math Wallet, Token Pocket, Wallet Connect, and Binance Chain Wallet. I chose Trust because that's what my sponsor used, and that's the one I'm familiar with. So you are welcome to use any of those other. I'm not familiar with any of them other than the MetaMask. But I'm not very familiar with MetaMask or how it works. I'm very much more comfortable with Trust Wallet. So that's what I recommend using. But yes, you can use all of those other options. Anybody else?
It's showing over here TRX and BNB. So we need to deposit TRX and we earn BNB. What's that?
Correct. Or you can swap it in the app.
Okay.
So you can bring over smart. You can do the same thing that I did, except instead of swapping from Smart Chain to CSS, you can swap from Smart Chain and then just put half of it, because you already have half of it in BNB. So you can just put half of it, swap half of it for TRX, and then go through the same process, except instead of clicking on the one that I clicked on, you would click on the Tron BNB. And as I mentioned to you guys on the call earlier, when I was showing on the phone, it normally would say approved contract when you get involved in a new contract, smart contract. But because I was already in CSS-BUSD, it just had me stake it. As you can see, when I pulled open the TronCase, the Tron BNB one, you can see there it says approved contract. So yeah, so all you would do is you would bring your money over in BNB, swap it into Smart Chain BNB, and then swap half of it into Tron, leave a little bit for fees, swap half of it into Tron, and then you would just follow the process, but stake it in the Tron and BNB one.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Anybody else? All right. Well, thank you all for coming. I appreciate your time. I'm really excited about this opportunity. I'm really thrilled to have some of my familiar faces, from the group in here, and some new ones as well. And coming up tomorrow, it'll probably unfortunately have to be a little bit later because I have to pick my parents up at the airport tomorrow right around 6 o'clock. So I'm probably not gonna be able to do it till 7 o'clock tomorrow. I hope my UK family can hang in there for me. And if I get back earlier, I'll even, maybe even start a little earlier if people are ready. But tomorrow I'll be doing a call on Daisy, one for new people who are trying to get, for you guys who are trying to get your people into Daisy. I hope you are, because this spillover pool for tokens, it's worth it. And you only need 4 people with a total of $1,000 contribution, which is almost nothing. I don't want to say almost nothing, but it's almost nothing. So it's going to be a regular presentation like we've done with Daisy in the past, going through Daisy, the opportunity, but then also talking more about the token opportunity, which is huge. The Daisy token opportunity and the DeFi launchpad that Daisy's doing is incredible. It's going to be big. It's game changer status, folks. I've been telling you guys from the beginning to not sleep on Daisy. It's been performing extremely well with the Endotech trading alone. And now this next phase of it is going to be unreal. So tomorrow, probably somewhere around 7 o'clock, I'll be doing a call on Daisy. And anyone who's interested in getting started on this tonight, just message me and let me know. And I will walk you guys through on a Zoom, and we will go from there. Any other questions you can put in the chat. Please join the Telegram group that I put in the chat earlier. Our Facebook group is too big. We cannot add any more people. I will not disband the Facebook group chat, but we would like to start moving stuff over to the Telegram for 2 reasons. 1, so we can welcome our new family members and continue to grow. And 2, Telegram has some things that that Facebook chat does not have, like being able to pin announcements and things like that, which becomes very helpful because a lot of people who are not very active in the chat find a hard time finding information because the chat's so active. So this will be a way where we can have our active chat in Telegram, but also have important announcements pinned to the top for people to find them. Zoom links, links to the next Daisy call, those type of opportunities. And if you're not already in Telegram, you need to join, because all of these platforms that we're in have official Telegram groups too. And it's where we get a lot of good information. And that's it. If you have not been yet, please make sure to check out the YouTube channel, which has videos on the other platforms, MarketBot, TronCase. What else is up there? Amazon, Walmart. My mind's going blank right now, and a handful of others. So I will see you all soon.
Hey, quick question, Joe.
Yes, Farouk, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing great, man. How about yourself? Man?
Oh, I'm doing great.
All right, man. It's fantastic, man. We love it. We love it. My question, I might not have caught it earlier, but I did hear you say the wallets, and I didn't catch the you would have to swap it for. I know I could just wait for the video, but if I could kind of prep a little bit.
Absolutely.
Before.
So you want to get BNB, which is the Binance coin, into your Trust wallet.
Okay.
And the best way that I've found to swap is the quickest and one of the cheapest is an app called Change Now. It goes directly, so like it does the swap and sends it directly to where you want. So like when you put in the information for the swap, you actually put your receive address of your Trust wallet, of your BNB Trust wallet. When it does the swap, it instantly just sends it right over to the wallet where you want to go. It's been very, very good for me. I've used it for a lot of different platforms. So then that's where you really want to get what you want to have, is you want to have your BNB in your Trust wallet. And then from there, I can literally walk you through step by step.
Okay. All right. I'll give it a go. All right. Appreciate it, boss.
Sounds good. Good to see you on here, Farouk.
Oh yeah, man. Definitely.
All right, guys. Well, thank you all very much. I really appreciate your time. I am really excited about this opportunity. If you have questions or concerns or want to get signed up, you know where to reach me. Like I always like to say, this is not about me. I'm on a mission to change lives, to provide, to help you guys achieve financial freedom. So let's go big together. You guys have a great night, and we'll talk soon.